Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today I got a catch, clean, and cook for you, and a lot of you guys that like my catch, clean, and cook videos want us to do more of the catching part. So that's what you're going to get today, so stay tuned.
Trip ain't starting out real great here. It is 6:30 a.m. and pouring down rain. You gonna come out here and do this on a day like today? You're gonna have to be pretty hardcore about it. See what happens. I want to show you the temperature outside right now. Yeah, and raining. So, but I can see we're headed east. I can see a little daylight getting going out there. It's gonna be a cloudy, overcast day. Hopefully, fish are gonna be chewing. Alright guys, getting ready to cross over the intercoastal out to beach side. Just stopped off at our tackle shop there, got a couple spider weights, or what they call Sputniks around here. Be showing y'all those a little bit when it gets light enough. But tide's going out, and that's why I like it. The bottom of the tide, and then the first part of that incoming, usually pretty good. If the weather will hold off here, I did notice that the wind is right out of the northeast, which is not the ideal for surf fishing, but maybe it'll hail, you know, maybe it'll stir them up, who knows. Okay, Atlantic Ocean, you see right out there. All right, got some shrimpers out there. I see all the lights on the shrimping boats. So we're on the beach side, and we'll be at our crossover here in just a few minutes. Okay. So you got to be pretty hardcore about this to be out here in this kind of weather. Raining off and on, it's in the 50s, and the wind's blowing 15 out of the northeast. What? We're in the outdoors. Take it as it comes. Alright guys, been pretty patient here today, and there you go. That's the second one I've caught today. It's a pretty decent size, a good eating size one. And see, I got these are clam flavored shrimp. Clam flavored fish bites that I've been putting on there with shrimp. So if they get your bait off, you still got some kind of bait out there. And the first one I caught was just on a sand flea flavored fish bite alone. But that's a pretty good little fish. He'll make a sandwich. So let's go ahead and get him in the bucket, and let's get this bag out there. We relocated. We're now on Porpoise Point. This is a place I grew up fishing back before all these $1 million beachfront homes were here. And this was always a really good spot for whiting. And here we're out of the wind and the waves, and we can drive right down on the beach, which is awesome. It's awesome. The thing about Florida is driving on the beach. So we got our rods ready. We'll go ahead and get sticked out. Go ahead and see if we have any better luck here. We did get 2 over there on Surfside. But let's see how it goes here, and if all else fails, it's going to be nice here as long as the rain holds off. Like I said, this is a channel right here too, so this is some deep water. We got a chance of catching just about anything right here. All right guys, I didn't even get my second rod baited before we already got one. Yay. I think that was a good call. It's much nicer here too. the weather as far as that goes. But yeah, good old circle hooks, love them. And then I'll show you a little bit. Let me wash them off so we put them in the cooler. All right, good whiting there. And then I'll show you setup there. I'm still trying to get my second rod put out, and then I already put one in the cooler. That's good. The little, there we go. Got a bite right there. All right, we'll see if we can film him. I don't know. I don't have a tripod today. Let's see if this will work. He's probably on there because of that circle hook. Let's see. Looks like a good one. Very nice one. Bottom hook. Catching all the fish. So I rigged the another chicken rig up on the other pole, and I only put a bottom hook on it. I didn't put a top hook at all. It's not getting hit. I only caught one so far on the top hook, so that tells me they're right down by the bottom. All right, let's get. That's a pretty good one right there. About half a pounder. Get him in the cooler. All right, because I know all you guys are going to ask me, oh, you didn't show us their setup. All right, didn't. Yeah, I didn't. All right, so just basic chicken rig. I've tied this all with fluorocarbon. I have what we call a Sputnik or spider weight at the bottom, keeps it from rolling. A couple of three-way swivels. This is all hand tied with fluorocarbon. Okay, I tied this myself. Same as the one I got over there. I need to put another shrimp on that top hook. But yeah, just basic chicken rig out here. Fluorocarbon. Awesome rig for surf fishing and bank fishing like we're doing here. All right, so target species, we got 11 whiting today. So I stopped off here at the boat ramp where I got some water and I placed them away, heads and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just do their rough cleaning right now. Right now, let's just scale them real quick. Get the head and the guts out of them. Less mess we got to deal with later. We'll get the carcasses back in the cooler. And I can leave this mess out here with the crabs. So scale them like that. My blade, I'm going to go right behind that fin. I'm going to angle up toward that head where there's a lot of meat. Get that head off. Come around here to the belly. Open my belly up. Grab the guts. Alright. Rinse them down here. High-tide salt water. I'm gonna do all the rest of them the same way, get them right back in the cooler. So just like at home, I got the here at the boat ramp cleaning the fish. I got the cleanup crew out here. These pelicans, they hang around. They love your heads and your guts, whatever you got. There's our fish. All right, plus the one we put in the cooler already. So Wash our hands off real good. Knife cleaned off. Okay, the day started off with a storm and rain, and it's going to end with the rain. Lightning popping everywhere. So let's get to the house and we'll cook up something great with these nice whiting we just got. It'll be catch, clean, and cook.
So weather was not great for that trip. I was surprised we caught anything sitting right on top of the low pressure system. It's not much better now either. At least it has stopped raining. So we're back in the outdoor kitchen. We got the Sportsman's grill fired up, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna grill those whiting up on the Sportsman's grill. You're not gonna need a whole lot to do this the way I'm gonna do it today. You're gonna need some seasoning. We're gonna, of course, use our favorite Seminole Swamp seasoning. If you'd like to know where you can buy that, check out our Amazon store or the link below to buy it directly from them. I got some olive oil, and of course I got some whiting, and I got our beautiful DALSTRONG knife there. If you like to check out these DALSTRONG knives, and they are a work of art, I'm going to leave you a link in the description box below for that too. All right, we already cleaned these guys pretty well over at the boat ramp there, and I might have a few little scales here and there, but I use the serrated part of my knife and it generally gets most of them off. But if you got any little bits that are left behind there, we'll go ahead and clean those up real quick, especially down around your fins. Bottom sides, we got a few. All right, so we'll go ahead and get those out of there one at a time and make sure they're nice and clean. So what I'm gonna do with these guys is I'm gonna go ahead and score them right down to the backbone using my knife in about 1 inch intervals all the way down the backbone using a nice sharp knife. And believe me, it's going to make it much easier to eat it off the backbone later. And I'll come back 90 degrees from those cuts and cut right down to the backbone. I'm going to do both sides of them and all three of them the same way. All right, so all those little cuts and stuff that are created by doing that scoring method, it's going to allow some places for seasoning to get down into. So over on the Sportsman's grill, I've got one layer of Kingsford charcoal on the bottom. That's going to be important. You don't want to get this too hot. I got that damper door about halfway open. Okay, we want a good medium temperature up there. We want it hot enough to crisp the skin, but we don't want them to get too brown before they're cooked all the way through. And I've sprayed that with some olive oil spray just to give it another quick seasoning. All right, we should be able to get 2 of them at a time on there. So let's go ahead and lay them down. Since I got a small one, we may get all 3 of them up. Yeah, we're gonna get all 3 of them up there at one time. Just like that. So when are they ready to flip? Well, I like to look at their fins when I'm doing a whole fish. When they start to look pretty black around the edges, all of them, you can go give them a little check. I'm going to use a long spatula today. Same one I use with the griddle. Try to get under there and we're just kind of rolling. I did lose a little bit of that skin that's stuck there. That wasn't too bad. You see that skin is nice and crispy. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. Now, you can come in here and wiggle these every little bit now and then if you like. But that's looking pretty perfect. So just as the tail, the tip of the tail and the tips of these fins start to turn black, that's usually when he's ready to flip. And obviously you want to do it carefully and just do it with a rolling motion instead of taking them up all the way off the grill. Those are looking pretty awesome. Right at the last second on these guys, I'm going to go ahead and give them a squeeze of fresh lime. Half a lime while they're still hot, and we'll get them plated up. So here I wanted to demonstrate the reason for scoring that skin. See that? I lift that whole cube of meat right off the backbone. Now let's give it a try. Glad I hit it with that little bit of lime at the end. Yeah, that just freshens, wakes the whole thing up. Season was just about perfect. So if you like what we're doing, please hit that like button right down there. To subscribe to our channel, you can do it right over there. For another great Backwoods Gourmet video, it's gonna be right there. And for a whole playlist cooking on that Sportsman's Grill, or maybe catch Clay and cook, it's gonna be right there. We'll see you next time.